Brother, welcome back to our sister's podcast. As your son says, podcast?
Yeah, he came back from a sleepover with you and he goes, podcast. And I was like, what? Who taught you that? Who has taught you that? Yeah, it's really cute.
He's our number one fan. It's the pod. I have a few things to talk to you about, brother.
Please tell me more. Just real quick on my end. My update is that my car has been in the shop for a week and a half. So I've just been trapped in my own home.
So you don't know what's happening?
No, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, let me start with this one. We lost a real one.
Who?
Our former lawn guy. Do you remember the cherubic faced man that we used to pay in beers?
Oh. Yes. Yes, Dad calls him Abby.
His name is not Abby. It turns out his name is like Ephinatius or something.
Oh, wow.
It's Epi. EPI. And Dad's been calling him for years Abby.
I know, for a minute I thought he was that kind of brown where I thought maybe he could be Middle Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and with a name like Abby, I assume.
I will assure you, we attended his funeral. He is not Middle Eastern. So Dad and I go. First of all, this is why I felt compelled to go. Number one is he did such great service for us. He used to mow our lawn for many years.
Yeah, remember he mowed our lawn for like 3 years and we never paid him.
We never paid him. And then he started doing work at the different houses that we have. And most recently, he took down a fence for us. He planted some things for us at our Airbnb. And then I started asking him to come take a look at our pond because we needed some clearing out of some cattails and whatnot.
Yes.
And he was like, in his very limited English, was like, no snakes. He's afraid of snakes. He won't get in the water. I literally saw him like a few weeks ago. And every time I would see him, he would say, I love you. And I'm like, his English is limited. I don't think he knows what that means.
Surely that's not what he means.
I was like, he's probably like saying goodbye, but like confused. You know, if you like
my son says, I love you. He says like, ow.
Yeah. So that's what I thought he was doing. And then I realized, no, I think he really does. He would say things like, you married? Whoa. I was like, no, I'm not. And how old are you? He would ask me. And then he told me how old he was, which was probably like early 50s or something. And he's like, yeah, I will marry you.
Oh, he's going to do you the service.
He was going to, service me and marry me. It wasn't that sweet. So, yeah, Dad sends me a text and was like, Abby died.
Was it snakes?
It's the snake. No, I think it was
the snakes. I
think it was alcoholism. But I don't know because he wasn't sick. So he dies. So Dad and I go to the funeral. We are
First of all, you can guarantee that an Albanian is going to go to a funeral.
If you get, it's our honor.
Yeah. If you find out somebody dies, we will find out the details and we will go to the funeral.
We will go.
When I told people that Dad went to his lawn guy's funeral, like Albanians were like, yeah, of course, and every American was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and Dad's like, this is my 6th funeral this month. He just got back from Europe. He's like, I went to 5 in Europe. So like to him, he was just like, this is no problem, whatever.
Yeah, he showed up at my house because it was near my house.
Yeah.
So he showed up at my house at 11 a.m. of the day
with
of the funeral.
His black clothes folded.
His black clothes folded. It was a step and repeat Michael Kors outfit.
No, it was Armani.
Armani?
Yeah.
I thought it was Michael Kors.
No, it was Armani.
Well, anyway, it had a step and repeat logo all over it.
Step and repeat.
From afar, I thought, is that a Western outfit? Did he wear a Western outfit to the funeral? And then as he got closer, I realized it was more European.
So he wore black jeans with it, faded black jeans as well, because he was like not related to the family. He was a little more casual.
And he's also Judge Shiri. So he's an only son, so he can't wear all black.
He can't wear all black. So we go in. It's a Spanish mass. We've never been to one of these funerals, and I didn't know this either. We went to the wake / mass. So Abby was wide open. The casket was wide open. So we're like, I go in. Before we go in, I go, Dad, I was like, when you go see the family, you say, lo siento mucho. That's all I know. I'm so sorry.
You were giving Dad Spanish pointers?
Yeah, and he asked me 7 times in church. He would stop for a little bit. He turned to me like, one more time? How do you say that?
You probably just sorry for your loss would have gone fine.
Lo siento mucho killed it, Ange. Lo siento mucho killed it. So we get inside. It's packed. It's packed. And I thought late. We get there at like maybe 20 minutes after the starting time. People are just still rolling in. Let me tell you, first of all, it's a sea of black. Everybody's wearing black. It is all Mexicans. And how do I know? Dad looks around and goes, not a single one of them losing their hair. He goes, you see this? A full head of hair on every person. He goes,
that is incredible.
And nobody's gray.
That is a very Mexican thing.
It was so, literally, it was, I never realized, I never put my finger on it, but you're right. He goes, Aztec, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
But again, if you say this out loud in like the social media sphere, people think this is a racist comment. It's not racist.
Is it racist if it's a very pro thing? It's incredible that all the men get to keep their hair.
It really is. But I think if you make generalizations of a people, that's considered like a racist thing, instead of just being like, oh no, maybe you're just smart and you can zoom out and like notice patterns in humans.
And you know what it is like if you spot it, you got it type thing. That is a fan of people with a full head of hair.
He really respects it. He really respects it.
Men love a few things. All men across the board love a few things. They love to see a full head of hair.
Yes.
They love to have huge sons. Every single one of them wants to have the biggest son on the block.
Okay, so we were limited in the room. There was nobody big. So Dad and I were the biggest in there.
You sent me the picture of the mass and everybody. You could see above everybody's heads.
And we sat in the back row and I was head and shoulders above everybody there.
Man.
So we sit in the back and we wait because we're like, let's see like what the customs are, right? We know what to do in an Albanian funeral, no problem. But there was no like receiving line. And then I was like, oh, Abi is here, casket open. Okay, here we go.
Did you do like how Striptar do it, where there's people like on either side of the casket and you shake hands, or no?
We were trying to figure out, everybody was kind of standing, and then some woman came in like a lace. She was wearing like pink. I think she just worked for the church or something.
I was gonna say, I hope that wasn't his wife. That's gonna be awkward for you.
We'll get to that. It got awkward. This is when my 3 years of Spanish really kicked in. I realized I understand way more than not.
Oh, great.
So we kind of lay back and we're looking around, and it's all of Mexicans, and we're trying to figure out what the graces are. What do you do here? And everybody's kind of standing and they're doing like their prayers. And Dad remembers from Latin Mass back when he was a kid. So he starts saying the prayers in Albanian, just the same prayer that they're saying in Spanish, which I thought was so cute. So he was like real gassed on himself for remembering. So we kind of sit back, we wait a little bit, and we're like, okay, we are supposed to eventually get up, stand at the casket, say a little prayer, and then receive the family and move on. And I noticed Dad did the Albanian thing, which is everybody usually touches the body or touches the casket. In Albanian funerals, nobody did that here.
Dad touched the body?
He did.
Do you think they all recoiled?
He did. I was about to too. Honestly, I just sat there and I was like thinking in my head, I was like, Abi, I know your name isn't Abi. But you're on the other side now, so you don't care. Thank you for all the work you did for us. You always had such a cherubic smile, and the childlike, he was so great, and he did such hard work. Sure, was he afraid of snakes and could not take on my last project? He denied me.
Yeah, and also
in return, he asked for my hand in marriage.
Yes, which I think it's nice. It's nice to know you still got it.
So it was sweet. So we're seeing that there's like some people next to it, and Dad's like, that must be his son and daughter-in-law. And 2 little kids or something. So we finally get up there. Dad crushes. Lo siento mucho, lo siento mucho, lo siento mucho.
Can you show me what like a facial expression looks like when somebody when Dad hits him with the lo siento mucho? Like,
the first guy could tell that we weren't Mexican. It was pretty obvious.
Yes.
So he was like, I think he switched straight to English and was like, thank you for coming. And then Dad was like, lo siento mucho. And they were like, gracias. And there was a little girl who was like weeping, which made me so sad, I know. Yeah. So clearly I'm like, this is like a very loved man. 250 people came out to this. You see what happens when a white person dies?
Yeah, ain't nobody showing up.
Nobody comes.
Ain't nobody showing up. They literally don't even throw a funeral.
They'll say things like, nah, who would come?
He wouldn't have wanted it. He wouldn't have wanted anybody to come in and care about him. He wouldn't have wanted it.
He wasn't into funerals.
Yeah, like nobody fucking is.
Have you heard people go, I don't do funerals?
Yeah. No, I've had a lot of people tell me that because I go to a lot of funerals. As Albanians, we just feel obligated to go to a lot of funerals.
Absolutely.
So whenever people are like, yeah, I don't really do funerals, I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking love them.
Do you think I wanted to sit in a Spanish mass for 2.5 hours?
Oh, yeah. You have no idea what they're saying.
So
unless they hit you with the lo siento mucho.
Okay, 50% I did understand. 50% I did understand. So then the lady comes out who's saying the prayers again and again and again. She's kind of leading everybody to it's almost like we're saying the rosary, the same prayer again and again and again and again. And eventually I'm saying it in Spanish because you sort of start to you pick up on it, Then she goes, what I think is what she said she said, you've got 5 more minutes with the cuerpo.
What's the cuerpo?
The body. She's like, 5 minutos con cuerpo. And I was like, I got this. I was like, okay, Dad. I'm like, we got 5 more minutes. I was like, then they're going to pack him up and take him out. And Dad's like, are they going to bury him now? He's like, let's go to the burial. And I was like, hold on a second. Let me see what else I'm picking up here. And I'm like, literally, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking Miss Sahuel, my Spanish teacher from middle school, Miss Diva, my Spanish teacher from high school.
Handling them all.
All of them. Even my college Spanish that kicked me out because I never showed up to class. Had to take sign language instead.
Oh, wow.
As a makeup.
Oh, boy.
So I'm like, okay. Then I realized she's like, we're going to do a mass. And then she goes, the baños are over there if you want to wash up. And I was like, what are we doing here? And she's like, oh, because they're going to be giving out communion. So if you want to go get washed up, we're going to give communion. She's like, and for those of you who are not a part of this parish or aren't prepared to take the communion, she's like, cross your hands over your heart and we'll just give you a bendición, a blessing.
She said this in Spanish?
All in Spanish.
Wow, Paulina.
Thank you. I was really impressed. You see why I was trying to teach Dad Lo siento mucho?
That's pretty nice. It's
Thank
nice.
you.
It's nice to roll up and hit people with that.
Thank you. So they go to do it, and then I'm like, maybe I misunderstood her. I was like, maybe they're not giving out communion. The priest comes out. The singers come out playing Spanish guitar. Dad's like, how beautiful. It was so beautiful, the songs. They did a full mass in Spanish. The lady next to us had a angelic voice and was singing she looked like she was making tortillas right before, okay? She was like a heavy set. She looks like the lady you want to be sitting next to, do you know? And then she sang so beautifully. Dad was so into it, so he starts singing too. They do give out communion. I did not wash up my hands. I had shaken the hands of all the people and touched the body, so I did not take communion, you see? Neither did Dad. And it was just so sweet. It brought, like, Dad had a tear in his eye. I had a tear in his eye. Here's the thing. When we prayed for all the Lord hear our prayers, which was normal, Lord hear our prayers, we prayed for, I kept listening and I was like, for his children, for his grandchildren.
Say Esposa.
I did catch Esposa.
Oh, no.
Ange.
He wanted to marry you additionally. Maybe he was Muslim. Maybe he was.
I would have been the second wife.
Maybe Abby was just looking to collect.
Oh, I could have been his second wife.
Boy, Lord, hear our prayer for the Esposa. Huh?
Yeah. So then I was like, even from the, I shook my finger at him to the other side. I'm like, God damn it, Abby.
You and your fear of snakes and your philandering.
So I was like, this is wild too. This is like now the second funeral of like one of Dad's like special workers who have come into our life and granted us.
You went to Walter's funeral.
Also the only white people at Walter's funeral. Walter's funeral was an all black funeral.
I forgot about that.
And can I tell you, I'm impressed by the Mexicans. I'm more impressed by the blacks. This was the celebration of his life.
Oh, beautiful.
We didn't see Walter's
Have you ever been
body.
to a black funeral where the ladies are throwing themselves on the ground?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, there was only one Mexican lady that was like, you would hear her wailing, and like, I think that was his esposa.
Oh. Okay, so Wally's funeral was...
So Wally's funeral was, it was a celebration of life, and it was all blacks and us. We showed up and had to introduce who we were. They were so honorable to us. They came, they offered us drinks, they offered us food, they had us sit down. We talked to Audrey Walter's brother. It was like the sweetest.
That is really cool.
And I literally wanted to tell him, I was like, we love Walter so much.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Walter, as soon as we moved to Florida, took us on a boat?
Yes, we went on a boat ride. We went scalloping with Walter, and he took pictures of us as we were scalloping. And when we asked him what he was doing, he said that his friends were never going to believe him that he was on a boat with 3 white ladies.
And honestly, we weren't that white. We had Elnaz with us, who is Persian.
And then he showed up for a boat day in full jeans.
Yeah, and sneakers.
In July. And I was like, Walter, don't you own a bathing suit? He goes, I don't swim.
But he owns a boat. Sure. So he took us out on the boat. I think we hit every sandbar on the way out.
He had no idea how to read the channel markers.
He had never taken the boat out on the Gulf. He's a lake guy.
Lake guy. Yeah. And a never touched the water guy.
No.
Sounds like a sweaty day.
No. And then only, I think, right before his death, I found out that his name is not Wally.
Why y'all keep calling me that? He goes to us. Why y'all keep calling me that? And I go, what? That's what my dad calls you. And he goes, it's Walter.
It's Walter.
And I was like, shh. You know, Luigi's not the most accurate.
He's not great with names.
He's not the best with names.
So R.I.P. Wally.
I got a friend like that. My friend Megan's like that. She never knows their name.
Really?
Yeah. And even better, she's like Dad, where she comes out swinging with the wrong name confidently. It makes me laugh so hard every time.
Okay. Well, R.I.P. Walter.
And
Epinicius?
Just Epi.
Yeah. Epi
That's really cool that you went with him to the funeral.
Thank you. It was very sweet.
I thought that was sweet.
I realized Dad really does it with honor. going to these funerals.
He does.
Really,
I mean, yeah, you know,
and then he was getting all like, you never know when it's your day, and that's why it's important to never hold grudges. And it was so cute.
Aww.
It was so cute. So I'm glad we went. But more importantly, I feel like it's the last person to propose marriage to me.
Is that like
He's dead.
A sign of something, you think?
Oh, yeah, I'm open.
Oh, you think now all roads are clear?
All roads are clear. I'm open to it. I'm open to partnership.
Okay. Well, you know, if you guys are interested in Paulina, feel free to slide into the DMs. Speaking of, somebody asked me recently, was like, I really liked the segment you guys did, was what's going on in Paulina's DMs with random European dudes. Is there anything new to report?
Yeah, actually, usually post, you know, we were in New York, so I got a few people that tried to connect with me on LinkedIn, a more professional Albanians, you know, so that was very sweet.
For the job havers.
For the job havers, which I was like, great. Holler.
Yes.
Holler at your girl. And yeah, and then a couple of them slide into I actually got my first dick pic on Facebook Messenger a few months ago.
Did he lead with it, or did he lead with a message and then give you the...
No, he led with it.
Wow.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
Whoa, that is aggressive.
I was so offended.
That's disgusting.
And then I realized Facebook Messenger is like horrible because anybody can contact you.
Yeah, but they like group them, right? So you don't have to see it. You got to go into the...
Yeah, this one, because they can call you also directly. Your phone just rings.
Your Facebook Messenger phone?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it rings through and they can just...
Hello, I have something for you.
I know. So hard pass on that, please. I don't want to see any of it. You know, no girl is ever like, ooh, look at that.
I know. It's so aggressive.
Even if it's like the person that you love so much, you're just so about it.
Yeah.
You're only cool with it because it's connected to the person you love.
Yeah, it's a little bit alien otherwise.
Nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, it's a little bit alien otherwise. My son keeps asking me where mine is.
What do you tell him?
I'm like, I'm a girl. We went through this like yesterday. I was just like, I am a girl. I was like, Tati's a girl. I was trying to tell him the difference between boys and girls.
He kind of said that to me today.
That you're a girl?
Girl? Yeah. Oh, that's why?
Great. I'm glad it landed. Because I just keep telling him, because he goes, no, boy. And I go, Mommy's a girl. No, boy. I said, Tati's a girl. No, boy.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm glad it finally landed.
Yeah,
maybe he was just trolling me.
He gets we're sisters now, too.
You taught him that. That's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
I thought that was sweet, too.
Okay, wait. You also did more stuff. Last night you went to the Wine, Women, and Shoes.
I did. Shout out to Jenny McDonald.
You took your contractor toe,
brother,
out on the town.
It was embarrassing. My toe is hanging on for dear life. In fact, right after this podcast, it's gone. It's gone. I needed it to last through last night through Wine, Women, and Shoes.
What do? You just pluck it?
It's coming right off. And can I tell you how many people stepped on my contractor toe last night? Everybody had, and we show up. It is
because you weren't wearing the proper footwear.
I swear to every time I'm wearing improper PPE or PP. What is it called? I was wearing workwear. I was wearing improper. OSHA fined me for sure. And Wendang then puts on her construction hat and she's like, "You are. Yeah. You're in improper footwear." So we get there. The girls are gorgeous. It is Tampa's finest. Everybody's more beautiful than the next. Their shoes to die for. Okay. Yeah. Their outfits, mamma mia.
Wow.
I show up with my contractor toe. And then I just felt the need to tell everybody that the reason why I look like such a slob is because I have a contractor toe currently. And that I'm afflicted with it. And also that I'm coming off of coming off of a 3-day wedding where I wore heels every day. It was too much.
Yeah. So you wore flats.
I wore flats. We went to Wine, Women, and Shoes. They raised like something like, I don't know, maybe like $1 million for the Children's Cancer Center, which was so, they show you the montage of the kids. It was just heartbreaking. Yeah. Heartbreaking to see. So nice.
Probably not the best place to talk about, maybe finding what's causing cancer.
No, that's not what we're there
these
for.
Children. That's not what we're there for.
We're not there for that.
But it's probably best to just keep that one to ourselves.
Probably. And then at some point, because it's all mostly women, so it's an event geared towards women, they bring out like a bunch of like racially ambiguous guys doing body rolls with no shirts on. And people were losing it, okay? It was like, I think they even played like Backstreet and like...
You get the women ripped on wines.
Yes.
And then send out the body rolls.
It was so good. And then at the after party was like, hey, women who came in nice shoes, they gave flip-flops to everybody. They gave these like high-end flip-flops that you could like switch out your shoes. I was like,
don't worry guys, I already wore my flip-flops.
I beat y'all to it. And they handed out pizzas. Wen and I housed, I think, an entire pizza by ourselves and danced a little more and then Ubered home. And I may or may not have puked in my
gift bag, right?
Gift bag.
Does that mean all the items are done?
Just a couple. I fished them out. Good news, the hit promo product in there is doing just fine.
Great. Can't wait to see it.
You might want to tell the owner of the company that stood the test of time, vomit or not.
I can't wait to see it.
It does wonders.
That's great. Yeah, no, I was very jealous when I found out all you ladies were going, and then the photos started popping up on social media, and I thought, oh, it must be nice to hit the town.
It was so beautiful, but I just kept thinking, me and this toe and this hair.
I know, it's hard.
I don't belong here.
I know. Whenever we do like any kind of formal events, I'm always like, ooh, maybe not for me.
I know, but it was a lot of fun. It was so fun to be with the girls and like girlfriends that we've known for forever.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was jealous
awesome.
of. You guys looked so freaking cute. And about this time last year, we all went to New York together.
Yeah, we did
So
for
Dominique.
Dominique.
You guys are on your yearly.
Yeah, shout out Dominique, by the way, who's recovering beautifully.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was jealous. But then I had you guys over for breakfast this morning, so that was nice.
That was nice. And then Lou,
We're gonna have to bleep it.
Lou Pearlman just kept schooling your son.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So 2 things. Number 1,
You want a Vietnamese nanny.
you want a Vietnamese nanny. So I did this. Okay. So I was making you guys breakfast. I was making these little like egg cup things, and I have this
Delicious, by the way.
Thank you. I have this thing.
You're really excelling at this housewife thing.
Well, it's my one job. So it's like I made them, and I have this like sheet pan thing that makes things in the shape of a heart. And I was like, oh, you know what? Asians, they love cutesy things.
Cute.
They love cute things, kawaii. So I made it, and then I literally in the middle of baking it, I was like, Vietnamese people don't care about any of this, like at all. This is not their style.
Yeah.
They're like, here's your pork slop, enjoy.
they're like, we escaped communism.
Yeah,
We don't
like they are no
give a
nonsense
shit
people.
about
They're no
this.
nonsense people, and it's funny because I had that thought. I was like, they're no nonsense people, and got to my house, and my son hit her with some nonsense, and she immediately shut him down, like with such.
I've never
power.
seen him cower so quickly.
He was so shook. He went to his room and just quietly read a book, and he doesn't know how to read.
He picked the Jesus book, if you were wondering. So I think that's he
was
needed
atoning.
to repent.
He was atoning. But yeah, I laughed so hard. I was like, he's just quietly reading in his book. Apparently he's been shook.
Yeah. Then she was telling him, first of all, she's using the word diameter. And I'm like, I barely understand what diameter is. So she's telling him to eat over the diameter of the plate.
Yes. And then she told him to wipe his face, and he went to go use his shirt, and she was like, disgusted. She was like, use the napkin. And then he did.
He got it
He
instantly.
totally like, he got scared straight.
He really did. That's what you need.
Yeah. He was like the guy, sorry, I gotta bleep that one too. Lou Pearlman was like the guy who used to show up on the Maury Povich show with like the military outfit and like screaming in people's faces. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where they're all like tough and they use curse words. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, I'm sorry.
Literally, my son hit my mom last night, and then Lou Pearlman rolls up today and just scared straight his ass like a Maury Povich show. Oh man, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
She's the best. She's also if this whole thing doesn't work out, this construction, whatever silly little thing she's got going on, she can always be a super nanny. You remember that show with that British lady? She would come in.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there used to be a show on ABC, I want to say, that like people who had horrific kids. Kids are like, F you, mom. Like those kind of kids. She would come in with her British accent and she'd be like, no, honey, that's not how you talk to mommy.
Did she get to hit them?
So they always try hitting her and she just restrains them. I don't know what it is, but she's like very good at, she didn't beat them, obviously. This was like,
But
just
it's a show of force with the restraint.
Yeah. It worked. It worked. Many a times the kids get humbled back into like, and then all of a sudden they're like, I love you, mommy. You see?
No, my son was very nice to me the rest of the day after she left.
Turns out you're not so bad.
He waved bye to her and he was like, where'd she go? I'm like, just back to where she goes. Back to make money in South Florida. My new favorite thing is just talking to him just outright. Like today, for whatever reason, there were some cops in my neighborhood and he was just asking me like what they were doing. I just love to give him like long explanations. I'm like, well, I said, we got to stay away from the police car. I said, first of all, you're naked, so this is weird for them. I said, I was like, and they might shoot you, so we got to stay back. I just say it in full volume.
Said that?
Yeah, because he's in this phase right now where he just goes, oh, right.
Like he's understanding what you say.
Yeah. So I'll say like really complicated sentences to him and he'll go, yeah, Right.
And you think the best option is to make them scared of the police like we were raised?
Yes, because I thought it might be a nice, as parents, we have certain things that we can call out for. We can call out for Santa Claus, to help us, keep our children in line. And then in our household growing up, it was the police. And I don't know how to not conjure up the police.
Newsflash, he doesn't give a shit about Santa. I
I
tried
know.
it the other day and I was like, ho, 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 were you a good boy this year? And he goes, no.
We're working on
Then
it.
I go, no presents for you.
He doesn't totally understand it. He doesn't really remember last Christmas. So right now we're really focused on Halloween. We got him the Halloween costume. We're getting him hyped about doing the trick or treating.
Okay.
Although I'm on the Christian algorithm right now, and I just got fed that
Devil's Eve.
that it's Satanism's hottest night, and I'm accidentally inviting it into my home by letting my son trick or treat.
You've heard of this, right? Lou Pearlman and I were in the Uber last night, and this was before we had any drinks. We were talking about who really built the pyramids and that kind of stuff, and ancient civilizations, this and that. And then she said aliens. I said, have you heard this idea that the aliens are energy harvesting at sporting events? Because it's mostly NPCs. So they get all the energy off the big groups who are getting hyped off of sports.
That makes sense.
I don't know what they're doing with the energy.
I imagine they love to put them in open air.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is, like almost like a bowl, and then you can get the energy. But I'm like, does the energy just run like the
power plant back home on their planet?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is it just like do we get hyped on whether or not a team wins or loses so that they can have light, and Xenu or something? How does that happen?
So they can power their iPhones.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Oh, man. Well, anyway, this was a really nice and fun episode. I am extremely sweaty because I dressed for fall, despite the fact that it is not fall.
Fool.
I'm going to Chicago next week.
Oh, are you excited to go back to your stomping grounds?
I'm so pumped. Where
are you going to eat?
Dude, I've made a list. I'm so excited.
Oh.
So we're going back for my friend's wedding. And
is Lori Lightfoot still your lady?
No, they've got another one. But
okay.
I'm really excited. I am going to be away from the babies for 2 days.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I'm really amped. And anyway, so we might be off next week. I'd like to shoot a pod.
Oh yeah, we'll shoot a pod before you leave.
Okay.
I'll be here sometimes. I'll be here at night.
I'll be here at night part-time. Okay. I will. Okay. Then in that case, we'll catch up before I go. But anyway, thanks for watching the pod.
Yeah, dude. Happy Fool.
Happy Fool. Like and subscribe. I dressed for fall. It's not fall in Florida. I'm very sweaty. We're going to cut this.
Yeah. Okay. Like, subscribe, comment down below.
See ya.
Bye.